Hello everybody, it's Bridget and welcome to this video. I thought it was time for a change of pace. And by that I mean maybe trying a full face of makeup trends I hate. I didn't want to waste any of my good clothing on this video, so I wore this. I'm sorry. Well, without further ado, let's jump on into makeup trends I hate. Why do I do this to myself? The first thing I hate, well, it's not really a trend, but I guess it's a common mistake, is not moisturizing your face or applying skincare before the makeup goes on, and also skipping over primer. So I'm not going to do that today. Technically, my most hated foundation is probably some of the Korean BB creams I've tried, which is probably a surprise to a lot of you. They're just not for me. I find them cakey and they have a lot of texture. I'm just picky about foundation, and this is a foundation I find a lot of people raving about, and it just doesn't do it for me. It's not smoothing at all, and it picks up all the texture on my skin, so I'm gonna be going in with this today. And I'm gonna use the stippling brush to apply it because I haven't used the stippling brush in a very long time, and I don't necessarily remember having great results with it, so let's see what happens. Oh my gosh, this looks so bad. Do you see all this creasing? Oh my god. Okay, this is gonna be a fun video. Now that I look like an Oompa Loompa from hell, it's time to go in with contour and highlight. And this may be a surprise, but I really despise that ultra chiseled where it's just like really stark and dramatic. Like, it's just not my thing. And I also don't like cream concealers, so this here is the Becca cream concealer. And then I actually don't have any contour sticks I don't like, but I'm gonna go in with the Fenty one and just apply it really heavily so that we can see this awful trend that I find very unflattering. I'll also be skipping my color correction today because I always find that when I don't color correct under my eyes, my concealer looks ashy AF. I'm gonna dip into this here. Oh boy. Oh, lucky day. We're gonna start applying this, even though I know it's gonna be a big, creasy mess. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do that whole way that you're supposed. Oh my, this got stuck in my nail. Okay. Oh, let's blend. This is gonna look so bad. When you're doing this kind of look for serious, if you actually like it, you should blend out the highlight first, because if you blend out the contour, then your brush is gonna have that darkness on it and it's gonna make your highlight muddy. Oh my gosh, this looks so bad. I don't think this is quite heavy enough for me to hate it, so I'm gonna go in with a little more contour. I literally look like an Oompa Loompa who's a hooker. Like, now we're going to set everything in place, which I also don't really like to do. Even though I have oily skin and it's often recommended that you set the entire face with powder, I find that when I do, my oils still come through, but then they react with the powder and my foundation becomes really curdled and it separates and it's totally nasty. So I usually just set under my eyes, but today we're gonna be setting the entire face because that's what I hate to do. Okay, and I'm using Coty Airspun powder because that's the only one I have at the moment. And we're gonna go crazy with this. First, under the eyes. Now that we have the highlights set, I'm gonna go in with this palette by NARS and use it to set my contours and also to apply my blush. I don't really tend to care for blush colors that are darker. I just don't think they're very flattering. I think they kind of age me. So I'm gonna also use the color in this palette for my blush. Oh goody. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm doing this. I actually like this color here for a bronzer and to add warmth to the skin with a light hand, but like not as ham as I'm gonna go right now. Like it's gonna look special. Oh my god. This looks so bad. Another reason why I'm using a bronzer to set my contours is because I hate contouring with bronzer. It's one thing if you're like adding bronzer to the face just to add color and shape without trying to contour, but when you're using it as an actual contour, it just looks like really bad. Okay, I'm just applying this bad now on purpose. Like, okay, I'm gonna actually smooth this out, so. I need to give this a fair chance, okay? Like, this isn't full face of cake makeup. It's just makeup trends I hate. I'm still gonna apply them as correctly as possible, even though I don't really have much experience in them, because I like that cuter Lolita makeup look. But, you know, I'll oblige it. This is as good as it's gonna get. Now let's go in and use this plum tone blush. And I'm gonna use a very light hand with this because I don't really like blush that's minimal. I prefer like a lot of blush, so let's just use this highlighter brush and see how it ends up. Oh boy. Oh my. This is horrible. Like, I honestly hate this. No! Another makeup trend I don't like is highlight that's just really, really caked on. I like highlight and I like a visible highlight, but when it gets to the point of where it's just like boom, and it takes up like half of the cheek, it's just no. I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna use an eyeshadow for this. I think I'm gonna use Jawbreaker from the Jeffree Star palette. I don't think I have highlights that are like that pigmented, so let's see what this does. Oh, oh my gosh, it looks so bad. No, oh god. Okay, honestly, I'll be fair. I don't think people who tend to do their makeup like this actually make it look this bad. Like, that might just be me. You know what? I don't know though. I feel like I see this sort of thing on Instagram. Oh my gosh, like what the? I've never had so much fun doing something I didn't want to do. Wow. Don't forget the nose. Oompa loompa, ooh, yeah, Willie, give it to me. That is, oh my gosh. Comment below if you think I look like a hooker Oompa Loompa, because like that is the only way I can describe this look so far. Like seriously, it's true and you know it. I think we need some more bronzer, so I'm gonna go in with this really orangey one. You like that orange contour, you do you, girl, but it ain't for me. Oh, okay, that's much worse. This is so bad. This is so bad. I'm gonna pull my bangs back. There, I put my hair back so you can see how square my forehead is. I'm gonna go in with some more bronzer there too, because I don't really like putting bronzer on my forehead because I just don't think it looks very flattering. Oh my, this is so bad. Okay, for lips, I don't like those grayish nude tones. I also don't like that grayish green color. Like, I'm sorry, I'm so glad, like, those 2015 till like 2018, 19 trends, I didn't care for it. I didn't like the matte lip thing because it was really drying, and let's just say I'm a little more in favor of these newer trends, and I think it's because they're partially influenced by Asian beauty, and that's just always been what I've preferred. But let's go in with this nudish lip liner, and I can't decide if I'm gonna make it green yet, but I think that'd be a good way to go. I think, because I really hate that, even though I hate this. Okay, I am also going to try to really overline these, because when it's like super overlined, I think it looks really bad, especially when it's around the outer corner. It just makes your mouth look like Ronald McDonald. I also don't really care for overlining my lips with a lip liner unless it's a red, because then it's, oh god, I look like Snooki. Or a brat. Brat's the, hey, Sasha, Jade, Yasmin, Sasha. Oh, Chloe. Oh, Bratz forever. I really think we should make this lip green today, so I'm gonna mix a concealer with Sour and maybe a little bit of Tasty, and then we're gonna see if we can get that green-gray color that I love. If you ever want to make your own lipstick color in a pinch, this is actually like a technique you can use. Take some concealer like this, and I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand. I'm gonna take a little bit of Sour and a little bit of Tasty, and then we're gonna mix it all on the back of our hand. Oh boy. I'm kind of like disrupting the color in the pan with my brush and then just fanning it onto my hand. And then, you see, here we're in a mix. Now that we have this abominable color, let's put it on our lips. I never thought I'd wear this hideous color in my entire life. Oh. Gotta do it good though. Gotta give it a fair chance. How do I look? You know, I just ate some cheese and it was about 40 weeks old, so I got a little something on my lips, honey. And we're not gonna apply a gloss because gloss is my life. So we're gonna keep this dry and matte. Today, I'm going to do a deep dark smoky eye with eyeliner in my inner waterline because that looks so bad on me. This is actually a trend I don't mind on other people. I think it looks really good when done well, but on me, I just think it makes my eyes look really bad. And you'll see why in a second. I'm gonna take this black eyeliner from Lancome. I actually like this product a lot. It's the liquid pencil liners. And we're gonna start by going right in and darkening the waterline. You can already see why I hate this. This actually isn't working too well to like get it really black, so I'm gonna go in with the Maybelline gel eyeliner. That'll do it. This is actually a really good product, but I'm gonna use it for something I don't particularly like. Oh, there we go. Okay. We're in business. Now I feel like the look's sort of transitioning into this like almost goth Ronald McDonald. Now I'm gonna go in with the Huda Rose Gold palette and I'm gonna use Sandalwood, I think it is. Yeah, as my transition. We're gonna apply this in a very upward slanted shape because that's something I don't tend to think always looks good. I have a way of doing it that's very specific and special. It's how I used to do it when I ran a princess party company. I used to play princess characters all the time, and some of them had upward slanted eyes, so I would do this makeup. It looked really good on me. I have to do that sometime on this channel, but this is the way I don't like to do it on myself, and you'll soon see why. When you're doing a smoky eye like this, you want to make sure to get color up like pretty far, like on your crease or above it, because once we apply the black, it has to be able to show through on the outer edges to diffuse it. I'm gonna try to do this the best I can. I literally never do this, so sorry if it looks terrible. I tend to specialize more so in Asian trends of makeup, so this is just like really different for me. Oh my god. Oh, this is so ugly. Oh my, this is so ugly. Oh my god. Oh. I think I came down with the shadow a little bit too far on this eye, so I'm gonna fix it with the MAC Fix Plus. Look how pink that makes my tongue look. I can't get over this, it's so ugly. Okay. I'm gonna go in with this gorgeous palette. Oh my gosh, it should never be used to make such a hideous look, but I'm gonna use base to blend out the outer edges of this heinous, hideous mess of an eye makeup look. Holy, I love Norvina so much, and this palette's so good. Like, oh my gosh, yeah, like, I love her style. You can tell she's into like the kawaii thing, but she does like her own thing with it, a little more like baddie influenced, but you know, it's got the color, and like I really like her outfits like on Instant Influencer. Oh, she looked so good. She did, like, I wish I could try some of her makeup looks, but we have completely different eye shapes, and I just don't think a lot of the look she does look good on me because I don't have much lid space, and her looks tend to optimize how much lid space she has, so I'm like, no, it's too bad. But I'm gonna also use this Real Techniques brush to just go in and further diffuse it. Next, I'm gonna go in with henna and darken this up. God, the darker these colors get, the more I feel like I'm approaching my execution or something. Like, I honestly didn't think I was gonna hate it this much. I thought I was gonna get to the end of the video and be like, oh, you know what, this actually looks good, but no, I hate this. I feel like when you do it, you get to a point where you know what looks good on you and what doesn't, and this definitely doesn't. This doesn't do it for me. Comment below if you like it. And then we're gonna blend this out. When you're doing this kind of eye look, it's okay to have somewhat of a low blending line. That's what you're supposed to be doing, but you know, I kind of feel like half of the reason why this looks so bad is because I just don't know how to do this sort of a look well. But, you know, it's partially because it's just not good for my face either. God, every time I look at this look, I feel like I'm laughing like Mozart was in the movie Amadeus. Oh, great movie. Totally recommend. That's like one of my favorite movies. And now, for the moment of truth. It's time to go in with this black shadow here. Black truffle. Taking a blending brush, I'm gonna dip in and start smoking it out. Oh, and you know what else it does? Like, you see how my eyes are not even? My one eyelid is like, my one eyeball is actually bigger than the other, and this totally emphasizes it. Oh my gosh. No. And we're gonna go in again with the pencil brush on the lower lashes. Get in my eye. Oh, how do people wear these looks? They're so uncomfortable. Oh my gosh. Then again, people are probably watching this video. They're like, oh, well, you like to dress like a doll all the time, so you're the freak. You know, touche. I'm gonna dip back into sandalwood and henna and use that to further diffuse the black. I can't even say anything. I'm speechless. Now we're gonna go in with these lashes because I don't like lashes that are really concentrated, like, and there's not individual pieces coming out. And I also don't like lashes that are too long because they just make my eyes look weird because they're hooded and stuff. So let's see it. God, look at these lashes though. They're so crappy. They're just straight. Like, the band is supposed to be bended. Anyway, let's put them on. Wow, it took so long to get these lashes on. They're so bad. Like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. Now it's time for the eyebrows. I really don't like those super ultra sculpted Instagram brows. Some people do them good. I will admit, I think some people have done them good and they've improved over the years. But those really old-fashioned ones with the, it's literally like marker. It's just, I'm sorry, it's ugly. To get that look, I'm gonna be using Anastasia's Dip Brow and this brush from Real Techniques. Just go with it. This is a good product though. Like, I'd be interested in getting this in my color. I'm gonna make this like arched. I hate this so bad. See, and that's the problem. Like, the tail of my brow droops too far for me to actually pull this look off properly. Like, if I was to pull this look off, what I used to do with my Princess Party companies, I used to pluck out the tail of my brow because like it just droops too much. You know, I don't really know how to do this eyebrow thing very well in general, like. Now we're gonna go back with the cream concealer and sculpt it. Maybe I can cover up some of my brow hairs that are getting into the way of this dramatic shape. Okay, it like sorta does it. It's as good as it's gonna get. I'm not gonna pluck my eyebrows for this stupid video. Here we have it. A full face of makeup I hate. Look at this. I'm looking in the viewfinder. Yeah, this looks so bad. Okay, my eyebrows are uneven. I did that kind of crappy. I'll admit that. Baby! Come here, honey.
What's going on? Ah! Oh my god.
Your face.
Whoa, what? Look at the Wicked Witch of the West.
Oh, that's so good. Oh, baby. Make sure you comment below with whatever thing you think I look more like. Snooki was one of them, remember? The hooker Oompa Loompa. And then what was the last one? I don't even remember. If you don't know me from my other videos, this is what I usually look like. So a lot different from this look. Well, everybody, there you have it, my completed full face of makeup trends I hate. You know, maybe there's somebody who has a face that could pull this look off, but I have not seen it yet, and I know I am definitely not that person. Oh. That's it for now. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.